evening, everybody. Thanks for joining us. That's Trevor News footage that you're seeing up there. Trevor just joined us on YouTube. He's got a great YouTube channel, and it's listed in the description. Trevor is a great violist, electronic musician, streamer, and, as you can see, photographer. Hey, y'all. Oh, goodness. What a romp. That was fun. And no shaker. Absolutely none. Absolutely no shaker. No salt, no pepper, no shaker, no pepper. That was fun. That was fun. Hey, Victor Cahayo. Wow. Hey, Victor. Yeah. I'm gonna put my fiddle down here and just talk to everybody for a minute because that was so much fun. Hey, Helen Yee, lovely to see you. Let me see. Let me take a look. Let me see also if I can just quickly get the chat up so you all can see what I see. How about that? Hold on. I'll get there. I promise. Yeah, there we go. Okay, here. Take a look at it. There we go. There's the chat. Hey, Nick Pavlinak, thank you. Helen Yee. Looks like I have to do an office hours shout out tonight, which will be awesome. I'll tell you all who don't know my office hours colleagues about them, and we'll mix this up a bit. Charlie Tokars, thank you so much for stopping by. Are you still here, Charlie? Let me know. Victor, Trevor New. Yeah, that was Trevor's footage. The other day, I was saying to myself, wow, I would love to just have a bit of beautiful video running to be able to share with folks. And I said to Trevor, hey, you know that stuff that you use on your stream? He was so generous as to just pack me up a folder and send me a folder full of that beautiful footage. So that's Trevor News footage. I encourage you to, excuse me, oh, my throat is all verklempt. I have no water. And so anyway, Trevor gave me this footage. You should see Trevor's. I encourage you to go see Trevor's channel. It's youtube.com/Trevor New. He also has a Patreon, and I think you have a Patreon, right, Trevor? Anyway, Trevor's a tech geek like me, and he's a string geek like me, and he's an Ableton Live geek like me, and he's a photography geek like me. And my love just brought me water. That's awesome. Brana O'Rourke, hey, lovely to see you. Abstract Canvas, she says. I think you can see here. Terry Harrington is my cousin, my real life cousin, with a picture of her harvest as her icon. Nick Pavlinak is calling me a mad scientist. I'm going to take that and send me a button. I'll wear that any day. Cindy Lauda is here. Thank you so much for coming, Cindy. And Tony Roberts, my brother from another mother. Here's the deal. Tony Roberts was a high school student of my father in Los Angeles. So if anybody's here from California, from office hours, which I'll tell you about in a minute, Tony Roberts is also originally from Los Angeles. Sammy Abadi from Buenos Aires, Argentina, another violin, fiddle, multi-instrument geek. You should hear his music. He makes music with toys, with violins and with all sorts of stuff, and is a great educator as well. Ashley Bathgate. Ashley Bathgate, my dear friend and virtuosa cellist. Yeah. And Nick, you like my messy desk? I don't know if that's awesome or profane. Really, my desk is really not right. There's something not right with my desk head because it's never clean. But there's that argument that this is the sign of a creative mind. So, Nick, perhaps that's what we're looking at. So, some water. Excuse me, just a minute. It's too quiet. We get something nice to listen to, not this. Okay, it's a little funky, right? Little funky, kinda. Maybe we can get a little beat going on underneath it that's nice and peaceful. Oh, that's anything but peaceful. Here, we'll find something else. We're looking. I'll show you me looking. I'll show you me searching for material. Rawr. Let's see. Here's some material. I got to get a few more cameras in here so you can see exactly what I'm doing. Anybody who has any questions about what I'm doing, you should ask, because I love to have conversation rather than talking by myself. Maybe after these streams at some point, I got to do a post show and just do a Zoom call where everybody can ask questions if you're interested. I don't know. You're right, Brana. If I lost a guitar pick in that desk, I'd never find it. There are many things that I never find. Isabel can tell you, I spend more time looking for things than making music. It's a problem. Oh, goodness. Have you all had a good day? I've had a wonderful day. Recitals began in the galleries for Mass MoCA at the Bang on a Can Summer Institute, which we're holding up here right now. We've got, I don't know if you are any of our fellows from the institute here. If any of our fellows are from the festival, do let me know. I would love to know that you were here and that you were hanging out. Just participate with us and engage. I'd love to know that you're here if you're here. We've got fabulous musicians, composers. Those are two of the same things, but they're different kind of two. There we go. And so today, Nick Fotinos, my dear friend and wonderful cellist of 8th Blackbird, gave his recital. Such a phenomenal recital it was. There were a number of great composers. He's commissioned folks, and also Liana Premiani, a piece of her. She's an electronic musician, a composer who works with electronic musician and writes acoustic music. Got to meet her for the first time today, which was awesome. She was lovely, and her piece was lovely. That happened. There's this, the place where I live, and when I say where I live, I mean, hey, John Gunther from Boulder. Oh, yeah. John's a great saxophonist and educator as well. He's brought me out to Boulder a few times. I really love being out there and playing with them. What was I saying? There's this real amazing distinction I have, having always been a new musician. There's the architecture, the the composition, the architecture engaged in composition is an amazing thing. And most of the composers, both the composers that founded our Bang on a Can collective and all the composers that come through here, you know, all the folks that arrive as fellows, the people we work with, so many of them really deal with architecture in composition. It's not the way I work in terms of my own music. When I interpret other people's music, of course, you kind of want architecture, you want structure, and you want form, and it's an awesome thing to collaborate with a composer who's got that on the brain, who's like, you know, really working with balance and has worked with balance in their work, and they form these tight structures that just hold together so beautifully and perfectly. Something I respect, something I love, something that I don't do that fluidly. And what I enjoy doing as an alternative is creating music out of yarn, I guess, or just, you know, weaving something out of nothing, a couple of notes maybe, and seeing where it takes me, and also I really love the idea of hanging out in one place and getting used to it and just like kind of exploring the different areas of it and kind of walking the same path for a while without looking at too much different scenery. So one person's monotonous is another person's macro photography. Go ahead. Some you can take that, use it on a t-shirt. For as useful as that quote was. Anyway, Alan's here again. Alan, Peggy and I talked about you today. How do you balance performing other people's music and creating your own compositions? Alan Hlozek asks. Wow, that's a great question. Alan is a cellist and is joining us at Manhattan School of Music in the fall. Well, you know, Alan, it's how I've balanced it. Wow, that's an interesting thing. When you say that, I'm going to ask you a question back. When you say how do you balance it, do you mean how do I make choices about what I'm going to do in terms of a show, or well, I can tell you, you know, this past year spent a lot of time making my own things, right? And my own compositions, I don't actually have that many of them that are written out. I have a few, and someday I'd like to make some more, but I don't tend to pen them out so much. I just kind of make them in real time, and then I press erase, and they kind of all go away, like, you know, like that, and then they're gone. So that's what I do with that. As far as other people's compositions, I play them when I'm asked, and also when I meet somebody with whom, you know, I have an affinity, and we develop a collaborative thing, you know, together, and we choose to work together. Let's see. Alan says, well, there's actually a three-way balancing act: performing others' compositions, performing your own compositions, and improvising. Okay, good. So that's a little clearer. So my compositions are pretty much all improvised. So of course, what you just heard, if at whatever point you began listening tonight, is absolutely from nothing and from scratch. I do have some files, I have some beats and stuff that I pulled in, but it's basically without a mind to anything, just kind of being an effort to be in the present moment and listen and react and communicate something to you who I know are out there, at least right now, 13 of you, and with the desire to connect, but from being completely present in the moment. So you can call that improvising. I actually call that composing. So that's a blurring of lines and just kind of how to think about it. My compositions are all on my record, and we should put that in in the chat somewhere. Isabel, my love, is over there. Maybe she'll put the website. And if anybody's interested in listening to my record from 2011, it's 10 years old. It's its 10-year anniversary. Anyway, so that thing, those compositions I don't get to play much anymore, and I don't try to play them much because I'd kind of rather spin new pieces in real time. So I guess I would say that it's an odd question because I don't balance these things. I just kind of do them when they come up, and I let things happen as they happen. So, but I met this composer, Liana, today, and I'd love to play a piece of her music. You know, she's one of the people that I've met very recently that I have, you know, immediately said, yes, I'd love to play her music. Nick had a few pieces on his program today. Nick Fotinos, the cellist, had a few pieces on his program today that I really loved. And I was like, yeah, I want to know that composer. That would be fun. But yeah, anyway, that's that. I'm feeling really great. It's been a great day. It was beautiful weather. It was cool. It was wonderful. Few lovely meals. It was great. I hope your day was good. And I hope it was stress manageable. So let me turn this up a little bit more, and we'll fade it out as I say goodbye, as we say goodbye. Anybody have any last minute things? If you haven't said hi and you're here, please do say hi. I'll play a little chopstick music for you. I'll chopstick you out. And yes, Brana, you know, so Brana asks, do you like when we say that your music is conjuring up in our mind's eye as you play? Or oh, I'm sorry, I read that wrong. Do you like when we say what your music is conjuring up in our mind's eye as you play? Yes, I love it. I love it. Brana, say anything you like. This is this music is for you and for you to talk about if you like. And I'm sure that anything that is said on these chats will be edifying for all. Yep. Let me see if I can do that for you, Alan. Okay, loops, 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 be gone. Gone. Is that too loud? I think it must be these headphones, but it's just like slamming into my head. Not too loud for Isabel. That's what I need to hear. All right, let's see what we can do here about getting something to play with, and then I'll go and we'll do a little chopstick jam. Trying to get better at that. Interesting when that kick drum comes in, totally sends it into another place. Let's get a better kick drum in here. Dave Deming. There you go. All right. So, got a recital on Thursday, 4:30, Mass MoCA in the galleries. Dave Deming, I hope you're not working. I hope you're not hammering nails into wood. I hope you can come join us. How's that for a call out? Thank you, Alan, for coming. Thank you, Dave, for coming. Thank you, Brana. Really lovely to see you all every night. Sometime between 9 and 10, unless I'm performing or, I don't know, something happens. But check for me. I'll be here. If you're not subscribed on YouTube, go to youtube.com/Todd Reynolds. Hit the subscribe button. You'll be notified. Hit the little bell, and you'll be notified. Anytime you give a like to anything that I do, it supports my work, our work. Jake Holmes, my father-in-law, is here. It's his camera through which I see you. And you see me, so thank you, Jake. It's been lovely playing for you tonight. It's been lovely joining you. Thank you, Trevor, for this amazing, beautiful footage, and for your work always. Have a great night. Have a great sleep. Going to take these things out one by one. Pleasure to share it, Trevor, and your work. That's my bud. All right. Good night, everybody. Be well. Stay well. Watch your thoughts and don't let them get too far away from you. Good night.